I'm Kyle.
I'm Kristina, and we have two children, a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old, and we live in Sheboygan.
We decided to be mentored because we had sort of a rocky start to our marriage. Kristina was pregnant with our son when we got married. After he was born, we kind of, for a little bit of time, were like back to drinking too much, and just we needed kind of a reset in our relationship.
Yeah, and I would say when our son was about 1 year old, we were kind of drifting apart, and it was at some point where I would leave, take our son with, and say, like, I'm done. And then we finally decided we needed to do something about it. So then we seeked out Great Marriages. So we were blessed with an amazing mentor couple, Chris and Sue McKinster. And they've been on this journey with us for over a year. We did all of our classes, and they decided to meet with us after. So they're still our mentors to this day, and they probably will be till we can't stand each other anymore. They have shown us a light that we did not have. We were in the darkness, and they took us out. They brought us closer to God, and we were struggling with our own addictions with like smoking and drinking, and we've been sober from that for over a year. And they keep helping us be better people.
You know, my parents are married to this day and are a great example, but I know a lot of other people don't have that. And our mentor couple, Chris and Sue, they're great. And to this day, they're probably our best couple friend. I mean, really. And
Definitely.
They would never not take a call from us or check in on us. You know, they're great people. One of the biggest takeaways I have from the mentoring is just spending time together and focusing on our relationship. You know, I don't think we, on a weekly, monthly, whatever basis prior to Great Marriages, really talked, and I think about our relationship. And obviously the Great Marriages course forces you to do that. You're meeting with your mentor couple once a week, and just getting in the swing of that made a huge difference for our relationship.
I think one of the biggest skills that we learned was to not react immediately when we're upset, and to kind of pause and take a break, relax, and then come back to it.
Yeah, and to add to that, like active listening, that's really important. You know, to actually acknowledge to the other person, I hear what you're saying, before you jump in and give your side of things. That increases the understanding greatly. Our relationship after mentoring has been much, much improved, and it's kind of hard day-to-day life to know how are things going here or there, and we have a 2.5-year-old and a 6-month-old, so there are ups and downs. But one thing that really stuck out to me the other day, we were driving home from Kristina's parents, and she got a call. It's one of those calls where it's like, what's this number? And she answered it. And it was a survey for the presidential election and who you're going to vote for. And
not my deal. That's more up his alley there.
Well, she wanted to hang up. And I said, no, just answer the questions. And the first question was, how happy are you? And Kristina's response, without really hesitating, was very happy. And, you know, that made me feel really good, because I don't think before Great Marriages she would have said that.
I definitely wouldn't have. I was very unhappy, in a bad place, and our marriage was too. And going to all the events that we've been to, it's nice to get perspective of like older couples, younger couples, pastors, and you're always learning more, and you're always applying it to your marriage, whether you even know it or not. It's happening, and it's been really helpful, and they're fun too, and we enjoy going to them. It's like a date. It's like some time away for us.
So I think we look forward to going to the events when we can. For one thing, it gives us an excuse to like ask our parents or someone to watch the kids. But also, you know, it's good for us to be reminded of some of the skills and things that we learned during mentoring, and just gives us an opportunity to work on our relationship.
So we did attend the marriage retreat last year, and Rick Marks was a speaker, and we learned a lot from him. He has a lot of good advice and about asking the other person how they feel. And that was huge for us when we heard him and met him. He does have something in his book and his presentation that he talks about an us, which is so important, because you may think, well, I want my individual time doing this and I want mine, and then you get in fights about that. Well, there's an us, and you make us happy by doing something for each other. So that was a big thing that we learned at Great Marriages too. We would definitely recommend Great Marriages, because even just taking the test online, it's so thorough, and they really go through everything you think you could face. And it helped us, and honestly, we were not in a great place, and I think it could benefit anyone. Even just going one time, you'd walk out and feel differently.
I think for people who are struggling, the biggest thing I could encourage them to do is put the effort in. You know, Great Marriages isn't going to fix your marriage. It's going to give you the opportunity to fix your marriage. You have to do it. So, you know, signing up for Great Marriages, coming and trying is just, that's the majority of the battle. And so really making the decision you want to improve your marriage and taking the step to come will be changing, life-changing.